Good morning. Whew, trying to get something going here with my camera. I'm on Periscope. Good morning, Scopers. Good morning. Waiting for some people to jump in on Facebook Live. I want to do one and done this morning. One and done this morning. Good morning. If you're out there, show me some hearts or thumbs up on Facebook Live or hearts. I just want to make sure that you can hear me okay. I've been playing with my audio on my my iPad. All right, so maybe you're not on. Well, I will give everyone another second to jump in. If not, we're going to keep this train moving because I am ready, absolutely ready. All right. Good morning. Welcome, Sonia Dr. Onova. If I'm saying that right, this is your first day on Periscope. Welcome to Periscope. Thank you for following. Thank you for joining this morning. Thank you for the heart love early. All right, it is now 8:33. I'm going to jump in as respect of time. I want to just chime in. So, for those of you who may not know, my name is Marquissa Williams. I am the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. Elevate Leadership Enterprises is all things leadership. Elevate Leadership Enterprises exists to motivate, empower the aspiring leader, the leader that's in transition, the leader who just needs a little push, and just looking for resources, tips, tools, and ways to really expound our knowledge in leadership and to just encourage us as we are on this leadership journey. Elevate Leadership Enterprises also exists to be a facilitator to help in leadership development, team building, conducting workshops. I do motivational speaking, one-on-one consultation to help you find your way on your leadership journey. All things leadership for Elevate Leadership Enterprises. So I wanted to definitely kick it off by doing a brief introduction of who I am. I am very passionate about developing healthy leadership, and that we could make a difference and an impact in our communities, in our homes, in our businesses, and in our everyday lives. So that's what really I am all about. So right now, this is actually a part of my new series called R.I.P. I have been speaking about it for the last couple of weeks and super excited about R.I.P. R.I.P. is being ready for the harvest, positioning ourselves to be picked, to be chosen, to be selected, to put ourselves out there on the shelf, if you will, to be noticed, to be seen, to be identified, that our gifts, our talents, our abilities will be identified. But it takes something in order to be ripe. There's some steps that we need to take in order to position ourselves to be just that. So I spoke about the analogies of ripe and how I came about the concepts. If you have missed any part of these scopes in the last couple of weeks, I strongly, or Facebook Lives, I strongly suggest that you look at the replays, that you follow me on all social media platforms so that you can capture all what has been said about this whole concept of ripe. So today, I'm going to tap into the first letter because I use RIPE as an acronym. So R is ready, I is intentional, P is prepared, and E is enthusiastic or energized, right? So today we're going to start with our first letter, which is R, which is ready. Are you ready? So before we can get ripe, it takes some preparation. As I said before, it's it has to be a preparation. So I gave you the big picture of what ripe is, and what the end result is that we will be positioned and ready for a harvest. We'll be ready and just prepared to position to be all that we can be for our next steps in our journey, right? So today I'm talking about ready. I always try to define the word or the topic that I'm speaking about on any given Monday. So I do these leadership lifts every single Monday. Good morning, Mom Renee. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Patrice. Good morning. Good morning. It's a lot of first-time scopers on Periscope today. Thank you for following. Thank you for joining Periscope this morning. Please, 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 if you're on Facebook or Periscope, please share with your followers. I believe that these leadership lifts are beneficial for any and everyone who is leading anything or desire to lead something or are passionate about their purpose. This is absolutely a space where people can be encouraged, empowered, and motivated to get to the next level. All right. So here we are. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. So let me define what ready is. Ready is prepared mentally or physically for some experience or action. Ready is prepared mentally or physically for some experience or action. It is also defined as prepared for immediate use. Immediate use. Prepared. As I spoke about this series on RIPE and what RIPE is, the key word here in any aspect of being ripe, ready for the harvest, ready to be chosen, ready to be picked, all those great things, the outcome, there takes some preparation. So prepared is part of the key word, the key or the core of being ripe and also to being ready. So again, the definition for ready, that's the topic today. Ready, being prepared mentally, physically for some experience or action. Ready means to be prepared for immediate use. Immediate use. I love it. Okay, I'm going to get off this. I'm going to get off this definition. I'm telling you, I'm excited about this whole thing about being ready. God, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be ready to walk in our purpose, move in our journey, be motivated to start our businesses, to be ready to start our ministries, to be ready to walk into our calling. All of that stuff, we got to be ready. There's no more time to waste. We got to go. So here we go. Here's some of my points. Let me get off this soapbox. Let me get off this ready soapbox. I'm trying to get off of it. But I am excited. Good morning, Kim. Good morning for joining. And thank you for joining on Facebook this morning. So in order to be ready, you must have taken some steps to be prepared to go. Go. So when I think about ready and being prepared to go and to be prepared to move, I think about the athletes. I think about that track runner, right? When we watch the Olympics or we're into track and field and we see that when the runners, they're already at the start line, right? They're at the start line. They're just waiting for that cap to go off so they can just go. But they're eagerly waiting. They're eagerly waiting for that go, for ready, set, go. They're waiting for that cap to go off so they can get to the finish line, right? But before they get to the start line, before they get all pumped up, for the cap to go off, and before they hear the ready, set, go, it takes something before that. That means they have to, because when they're at that start line, that cap goes off, or that person says go, they have no more time to think. They take off. Boom, 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 boom. When that, in the boxing ring, that they're jogging. They're getting all pumped up in their corner. They got people with them, jogging, jumping up and down for that bell to go off, for them to get in that ring and just start going, right? Pumped up. But before they get to the start line, before they get in the ring, it takes, yes, Eye of the Tiger, yes. Elder T would love that, right? So before they get to the start, before they even start, it takes some doing. It takes some preparation mentally and physically, right? It takes us to be mentally and physically prepared for an experience or an action. So what happens before the start line? Us as leaders, us as business owners, us as ministry leaders, us as whatever we aspire to do, it takes something to get ready for. Those people, those athletes, even us, we have to diet. We have to train aggressively. We have to study the subject. We have to study the business that we want to form. We have to study the ministry that we want to start. We have to study. We have to be focused. We have to be prepared at all costs. Because guess what? If we get to that finish line, or that start line, and we are not prepared, we are absolutely not ready. We are setting ourselves up to fail. We are setting ourselves up to fall. Because even in our preparing, and even in our studying, and even all those things, there's still a chance that we may not get to where we want to be, but we know what we need to do better the next time. Some things are not out of our control, but the main thing is that we prepared. It's better to prepare than not to prepare at all. The odds of not being successful will be greater if we do not prepare. So we can't take our gifts for granted. We can't take our talents for granted. We can't take our abilities, our natural abilities for granted. We have to exercise, be mentally prepared, physically prepared, spiritually prepared for this experience or this action that we are trying to take. I thank you so much for the heart love on Periscope. If you are able to do thumbs up or hearts on Facebook, please do so and share this with your followers. I am super excited. I'm not just talking about this message is just for you guys. It is for me also. There's certain areas that I know I need to study and I need to prepare for the next level, the next kick of the journey, the next leg of the journey that I'm going in, and my leadership abilities, helping with Elevate Leadership, helping allow Elevate Leadership Enterprises to grow and to be exposed and to be ready for the harvest, right? So it's all these things that take place. So before we get to that start line, we have to prepare. We have to study. We have to study our craft. We have to build our craft. We have to keep going in order to be ready to be ripe, ready for the harvest, ready for whatever purpose we are called to walk in. So let me just share something with you really quick. Just something that typically happens, and I see this a lot in the workplace, where I see people, they say, or they say, I want to start my business. I want to get another job. I want to get another position. And, they're getting frustrated in the positions that they're in. But let me just tell you, I find that they haven't even studied. They haven't done not one lick of research about the business that they want to start. They haven't started not 1 ounce of research on the position that they want to apply for. It's something that we have to do. We can't get so frustrated and so position driven that we're not preparing for the next leg. People get frustrated because they're in a position that they haven't even prepared for. They thought, I'm ready. I did this job long enough. I've been in this position for 5, 10, 2 years, whatever that tenure is, but they haven't studied for the next phase of their journey, whether it's the career, the business, whatever. But let me just tell you, I see people leave their position prematurely, and they are frustrated. They fail, and then they are tempted to go backwards to the place of comfortability or the place where they were originally wanting to leave because they didn't adequately prepare. We do not want to prematurely leave anything. We have to set ourselves up. We have to position ourselves enough to get to the next place. So that means that we have to study, we have to talk to other people and share our dreams, networking, all of those wonderful things help us in this leg of ready. Good morning, Tina. We cannot prematurely leave a position if we're not, we don't want to do that because it's going to tempt us to go backwards. It's going to tempt us not to move forward because we haven't studied, we haven't prepared, we haven't been patient enough to wait for the next thing. So ready, the definition I said for ready is to be prepared mentally and physically for the experience or action that we are about to take. We cannot just jump into the next season for anything without any preparation, without any study. We have to be ready. We can't get to the start line if there was no preparation beforehand. Imagine that athlete, that track and field person who was eating potato chips and bonbons and sitting on the couch and said, "Yup, I'm gonna run this race and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do this thing." With no preparation. They get to the start line, the cap goes off, the person says go, and here they go. Struggling. Who wants to struggle? Not me. Struggling, unnecessary struggle. It's struggle when you prepare. When you're ready. It's still effort. Right? To get to that finish line. But if you don't prepare, the struggle is harder, slower, more difficult, more frustrating, more challenging. Do you hear me out there? We have to be ready. And part of being ready is being prepared mentally. That means feeding our mind. That means feeding our bodies. That means feeding our spirit. All of it to get to the next parts, the next season of our journey. So that's really all I have today about this whole thing about ready. This is the next part. This is the second part of this RIPE series. So today I spoke about RIPE. If you're just joining, please go back on the replay, share with your followers. So there's a great level of boldness. There's a great level of confidence and maturity in being ready. There is training that needs to be done to get to the next phase. To accomplish our goals, we gotta get there. So listen. It takes something to be ready. We don't just wake up ready. We have to nurture that thing. We have to care for that thing that's in us. We have to nurture that passion. We have to nurture that. And that's by studying, preparing mentally, doing research, talking to others who have the experience, all of it. That's what keeps us or prepares us to be ready. So I just want to encourage you, and as we continue to move in this series of being ripe, that we have to prepare to be ready for the harvest that's before us, mature enough to get to handle what's ahead on this journey. So I thank you for joining this leadership lift this morning, whether you're on Periscope or Facebook Live. Continue to motivate, continue to keep going on this journey. If you think that you need some one-on-one consultation around your purpose and what you need to do to get to the next level, check me out. Go to my website, marquissawilliams.com. There's opportunity right now for you to have set up some one-on-one time with me, and we can talk it out. I'll give you some things, some tools, some resources that will help you to get to your next leg. So again, thank you for joining this Monday morning leadership lift, and keep asking yourself the question today: are you ready? Are you ready? Are you positioning yourself to be ripe? Enjoy this day. Have a wonderful week. I will talk to you soon.